everybody. This is M. Sal, and welcome to episode 2 of Behind the Song. The song we're going to evaluate today is my song, Vagina. Yes, it's called Vagina. A lot of people were pissed off that I called it Vagina. Quite frankly, I don't care. I got a lot of flack from my family saying, oh, you can't name a song Vagina, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, actually, it's already been done. Because I think it was the 70s, an artist, I think his name was Prince. Yeah, his name was Prince. He came out with a song called Vagina. And actually, this isn't even my song. This is a parody. It's not a parody. It's, I pretty much recreated his song. It's a cover. It's a cover song. I covered his song. And so people want to say, oh, you can't have a song called Vagina. No one will listen to it. No one will like it. Well, if an artist like Prince can have a song called Vagina, why can't an artist called M. Sal have a song called Vagina too? And the thing is, the way I got to his song Vagina, I'm not the biggest Prince fan. I'm a fan of his music. Of course, I love his albums. His music is monumental. He's amazing. He's one of the best artists to ever grace us with music. He's like, especially for black culture, and hip hop is black culture. So for black culture to take one aspect of black culture and put it into a futuristic spot of black culture, I thought that was big. That was good. I thought I was doing the game right. And so it's not even my song, it's a cover song. Prince came out with a song called Vagina, and it's literally the same lyrics. I was reading Prince's autobiography, and he died making his autobiography, but the guy who was writing it with him just took everything that he wrote and made into a full book. And since the book was only like half done, it was actually only like a quarter of the way done, the guy who he wrote it with kind of filled in the other half. The other half, the rest of the book was just his song lyrics that he wrote down. It's literally his writings in the book. And one song was just called Vagina. And I see the song goes, half boy, half girl, the best of both worlds. I'm like, what? What? How does he think of that? How do you do that? And I just knew, like, this song is going to piss people off, and I gotta cover it. Because I already covered a song once before. I covered a George Harrison song called Old Brown Shoe, which is on Abbey Road. I called it Shell Toe Shoe, and I made my own version. The hook is that actual song, but my verse is all me. That's my first EP though. The Vagina I only released as a single. I don't know if I'm ever gonna put it on an album. I thought it was a single. Like if you just saw, hey, M. Sal dropped a single named Vagina. I was like, how are you not gonna look at it? Like it's kind of a marketing ploy too. So it's like, how are you not gonna notice a song called Vagina? I think like my comedy guys and girls, you probably saw it and laughed a little bit. People who were a little more conservative are probably like, oh, you can't have a song called Vagina. That's disrespectful. Oh, I have a vagina, but I don't talk about it. It's like, what? Like, you pretend it's not there? It's like, everyone has a vagina. I have a vagina. I actually don't have a vagina. But, I just thought the lyrics were so powerful. Half boy, half girl, the best of both worlds. That's genius. Like, and the fact that I even got to cover that and, like, put it out as my own version was incredible. Like, I didn't mimic his flow and everything. I put my own flow into it. I got my own beat. And, yeah, I just made it happen. I remember recording it. My boy Joe was in the studio. My boy Ricky was in the studio. And I got out of the booth and they were just laughing. They're like, what the hell is that song about? How'd you think of that? I told them it was a Prince cover. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I think more hip-hop artists should make more covers of old songs. Especially the way we're going. Everyone's singing now. If you listen to music nowadays, rap music, and then you listen to, like, alternative rock, it's the same thing. Like, Hey There, Delilah, that Juice WRLD is singing just like that. Post Malone's singing just like that. All of the early 2000s, or, like, the later 2000s, early 2010s, those songs, it's what hip-hop is now. And it's amazing to see how it's grown. But so the song Vagina, the cover art is by my boy Lil Zodiac. He came through to the show. I just got a fresh haircut and a fresh trim on the beard. And he ended up coming to the show. He was taking pictures. He raps. He makes beats. He does photography. He does it all. And so that's how I got the cover art. He just took a picture, edited it a little bit, and he sent it to me. I was just like, man, this has to be cover art. Like, this is too good of a picture not to be. And I just thought it float. When I thought of Vagina, the song, and I saw this picture, I was like, you know what? I think that's it. And so I chose that as the cover art. I released it as a single. After I released that, my Spotify, I don't get like, of course I'm not like famous or anything. Like I hope to be famous. I hope my music hits. But a big win for me was that my Spotify listeners went from 6 monthly listeners. Then after I dropped Vagina, it went to 32. I think it went to 32 listeners, monthly listeners. And that was big for me. That's all I wanted. I just wanted people to listen. I'm personally proud of the track. I performed it once, and everyone kind of looked at me like I had two heads, which I get. I'm probably not going to perform it again because I don't like making the audience feel like that. I want them to vibe with me. I don't want to sing a song that like it's just going to piss them off. Even though it was kind of fun the first time, I probably won't perform it again unless it's special circumstances. But yeah, it's the song Vagina, the cover song by Prince, and I hope you guys listen to it. It's on all platforms. Go give it a listen if you haven't listened to it already. Honestly, you get past the... Well, actually, it's not even get past the title. It's all on the hook. Oh, and you know what? Half boy, half girl, the best of both worlds. They think, oh, you're being prejudiced to trans people. It's like, no, no, no. It's not even about trans people. It could be interpreted as it applies to trans people. But what I think it is, half boy, half girl, the best of both worlds. You deal with demons inside that make you think you're half of one thing and half another thing. And that, oh, I'm only half this and half that. But you don't get it. Like, you're half this, half that. You got the best of both ways. You got the best of both worlds. So, you know, say, it's like, compare it to religion. Like, you're half Jewish, half Christian. You celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas. You're getting the best of both worlds. So, you know, I think it's real, like, especially with, like, all, like, the trans movement, like how it's being, like, interpreted in culture nowadays, like, it kind of gives you a feeling, like, you can understand, like, oh, I'm a man, but I feel like a woman. You know, you could feel like half of something and half of another thing and still live a full life. You know, and I just want you to remember that. All right, I'm M. Peace.